Imagine you own a company that produces juices. One of your customers places an order. You deliver the juices to the customer and allow him to pay later. The company recognizes the revenue and increases the account receivables at the delivery date since there is no actual inflow of cash for this transaction. This is an example of accruals. Why to use accrual accounting? The timing of the firm's revenues and expenses often differ from the timing of the related cash flows. Accrual accounting tries to adjust for these timing problems. So what is the problem with accrual accounting? Imagine the customer goes bankrupt. Then, the company has to correct the accounts receivables and revenue for the uncollectible amount. This is a downside of the accrual accounting. It is based on assumptions and estimates. The more accrual estimate errors, the lower the quality of accruals and earnings as a performance measure. Let's look at the annual reports of two well-known companies. The 2012 annual report of Coca-Cola states that although the managers believe that the tax estimates are reasonable, the final amount could be materially different from the original estimated one. Ford states in its annual report of 2012 that credit losses can vary substantially over time. Estimating credit losses requires a number of assumptions of very uncertain matters. These two examples show that estimating accruals is very difficult and it depends a lot on assumptions. How can estimation errors originate? First, there are intentional estimation errors which are unobservable, and second, there are unintentional estimation errors which are observable. Intentional estimation errors are the result of manipulation with accounting numbers. Recall the accounting scandals like Enron or WorldCom. Unintentional errors are the results of the uncertainties in the estimation process. An example would be the already mentioned collectibility of account receivables after the bankruptcy of a client. Professors Deco and Ditchev got very interested in this topic. While the previous researchers focused on the intentional estimation errors, Deco and Ditchev also wanted to show the importance of the unintentional ones. They developed a model based on the assumption that earnings equal the sum of cash flows and accruals. This model reveals that using accruals results in estimation errors and also measure these errors. Professors Deco and Ditchev found some indications in previous research that the estimation errors can be linked to observable firm and industry characteristics like firm size or volatility of sales. They developed a number of hypotheses, did some regressions, and here is what they found. First, they found that the smaller the firm, the lower the accrual quality. Second, they found that the longer the operating cycle, the lower the accrual quality. Third, they found that the greater the magnitude of sales, cash flow, earnings, and accrual volatility, the lower the accrual quality. Fourth, they found that the greater the frequency of reported negative earnings, the lower the accrual quality. Last but not least, they found that the greater the magnitude of accruals, the lower the accrual quality. So let's summarize. Accruals are beneficial because they shift the recognition of cash flows over time and therefore better reflect the firm's performance. However, accruals are estimates and estimation errors decrease the quality of accruals. The authors found that not only intentional errors but also unintentional errors by the firm and industry characteristics have an impact on the quality of the accruals. Finally, they show that the increase in quality of accruals result in higher persistence of earnings and high reliability of earnings as a performance measure. Thank you for watching!
Created using Powtoon.